Hello, I'm so interested to meet you again. Welcome to this new lesson of the English language lessons on أونروا TV. Today we are going to talk about past simple tense, past continuous tense and using when. أعزائي الطلبة، سنتحدث اليوم عن زمن الماضي البسيط والماضي المستمر وكيفية استخدام when. Let's start. Using when guided sentences. First of all, let's read about a town in Syria. I will ask you some questions to check your understanding. Let's start. Ilkom is a very interesting place. It's a town in the desert in Syria. Long time ago, there was grass there. Scientists think people lived in Ilkom thousands of years ago. There was water in Ilkom, so people wanted to live there. I will read it again. Ilkom is a very interesting place. It is a town in the desert in Syria. Long time ago, there was grass there. Scientists think people lived in Ilkom thousands of years ago. There was water in Ilkom, so people wanted to live there. First question. How long did people live in Ilkom? Yes, very good. People lived there thousands of years ago. Was there any water in Ilkom? Yes, excellent. There was water in Ilkom. Now, the last question. Did people want to live there? Perfect. People wanted to live there. Now, let's read these sentences again and notice the tense. People lived in Ilkom. There was water there. People wanted to live there. All of these sentences are in the past simple tense. When do we use the past simple tense? We use this tense when we talk about finished actions or finished events that happened at specific times in the past. نستخدم زمن الماضي البسيط للتعبير عن حدث انتهى في الزمن الماضي في أوقات محددة من الزمن الماضي. Let's talk about the key words. Yesterday, البارحة. In 2002. Ago, years ago. Last week, last month, last Wednesday. All of these words refer to past simple tense. Now, let's have examples. Tala helped her mom yesterday. Tala helped her mom yesterday. This is Tala and this is her mother. Tala helped her mother yesterday. Yesterday is a specific point of time in the past. نتحدث عن حدث وقع في الزمن الماضي وانتهى في الزمن الماضي. Tala helped her mother yesterday. Next. Ali played football last week. Ali played football last week. Also here, the past tense of play is played. Last week, it's a specific point of time in the past. The last one. People lived in Ilkom thousands of years ago. People lived. The past tense of live, lived. It's regular verb. People lived in Ilkom thousands of years ago. Notice here, the key word ago refers to the past simple tense. People lived in Ilkom thousands of years ago. Let's have an activity. Read and correct. The first sentence. Her father came home 2 hours ago. What's the past tense of come? Yes, excellent. Came. Her father came home 2 hours ago. Her father came home 2 hours ago. Next. I go to the cinema yesterday. Yesterday, you should give the past tense of go. Excellent. Went. I went to the cinema yesterday. I went to the cinema yesterday. I visit grandma last week. What's the past simple tense of visit. It's regular verb. Very good. Visited. I visited grandma last week. She take music lessons in 2001. What's the past tense of take? Yes, very good. It's took. She took music lessons in 2001. Sammy drew a picture last month. Last month indicates the past tense. So, what's the past tense of draw? Yes, very good. Drew. Sammy drew a picture last month. The last one, Amir dropped his mobile yesterday. Also here yesterday indicates the past tense. So, what's the past tense of drop? It's regular verb. Yes, excellent. Dropped. Amir dropped his mobile yesterday. Now, that's all for the past simple tense. We are going to talk about the past progressive tense, but after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now we are going to talk about the past continuous tense. At 12:15, they were reading a story. At 12:15, they were reading a story. 12:15, it's a specific point of time in the past. The action was in progress at this point of time in the past. At 6:15, Sammy was playing computer games. Also here, the action was in progress at a specific point of time in the past. Look at this boy. What was happening at 9 o'clock yesterday? At 9 o'clock, I was eating a sandwich. It's a specific point of time in the past. نتحدث عن زمن محدد ونقطة محددة من الزمن الماضي، لذلك استخدمنا زمن الماضي المستمر. Now, when do we use the past continuous tense? We use the past continuous tense to talk about a progressive action at a specific point in the past. نستخدم زمن الماضي المستمر للتعبير عن حدث كان مستمرا في نقطة محددة من الزمن الماضي. Was playing كان يلعب. Was studying كان يدرس. Now, let's talk about the form of the past continuous tense. The past tense of verb to be was, were, plus the main verb with ing. Example, was playing, was working. Now, when do we use was and when do we use were? I, he, she, it, or any singular noun, the girl, the doctor, the nurse, with was plus the main verb with ing. I was, he was, she was, and it was. When do we use were? Yes, very good. We were, they were, you were, or any plural noun, the children, my grandparents. We were working. Now, let's have examples. Yesterday at 5 o'clock. It's a specific point of time in the past. My dad was driving his car. The action was taking place in a certain point of time in the past. كان الحدث قيادة السيارة مستمرا في نقطة محددة من الزمن الماضي وهي الساعة 5. Another example. Yesterday at 4 o'clock, they were preparing lunch. They were preparing lunch. Also here, the action was in progress at a specific point of time. Now, let's talk about our friend Omar. What was he doing? At 11 o'clock, and you should use learn English. So, what was Omar doing at 11 o'clock? Yes, very good. At 11 o'clock, Omar was learning English at school. At 11 o'clock, Omar was learning English at school. Next. At 11:45, and you should use play football. What was Omar doing at 11:45? Yes, very good. At 11:45, Omar was playing football with his friends. Again, at 11:45, Omar was playing football with his friends. Next. At 1:45, walk home. What was Omar doing at 1:45? Yes, very good. At 1:45, Omar was walking home with his sister. At 1:45, Omar was walking home with his sister. Next. Shop. It was 3 o'clock. What was Omar doing at 3 o'clock? Yes, perfect. At 3 o'clock, Omar was shopping with his mother. At 3 o'clock, Omar was shopping with his mother. Do homework, and it was 5 o'clock. What was Omar doing at 5 o'clock? Yes, perfect. At 5 o'clock, Omar was doing his homework. At 5 o'clock, Omar was doing his homework. The last one, you should use listen. At 7 o'clock, what was Omar doing? Yes, excellent. At 7 o'clock, Omar was listening to the radio. At 7 o'clock, Omar was listening to the radio. Now, we talked about the past simple tense and the past continuous tense. After the break, we are going to talk about using when. Stay with us. Welcome back. When do we use the past simple tense with the past continuous tense? We use the past simple with past continuous to describe an action which was going on at a certain time in the past and was interrupted by another action. نستخدم زمن الماضي البسيط مع الماضي المستمر للتعبير عن حدث كان مستمرا في نقطة محددة من الزمن الماضي وتم قطعه بحدث آخر. An example, look at Ramzi. Ramzi was sleeping. Ramzi was sleeping. It's a long action. Layla rang him. Layla rang him. It's the interruption. كان هذا الحدث مستمرا عندما تم قطعه بحدث آخر. Ramzi was sleeping. Ramzi was sleeping. Layla rang him. Layla rang him. Ramzi was sleeping. What suddenly happened? Layla rang him. So, Ramzi was sleeping when Layla rang him. Ramzi was sleeping when Layla rang him. Another example. They were watching TV. They were watching TV. What suddenly happened? Yes, very good. The bell rang. كانوا يشاهدون التلفاز عندما دق الجرس. They were watching TV. The bell rang. They were watching TV. كان هذا الحدث مستمرا. The bell rang. The bell rang. We should use when. They were watching TV when the bell rang. They were watching TV when the bell rang. كانوا يشاهدون التلفاز عندما دق الجرس. Now let's practice. The first practice. Make sentences, use when. We have 2 sentences. Maya was flying her kite. Maya was flying her kite. She saw eagles in the sky. She saw eagles in the sky. Yes, excellent. Maya was flying her kite when she saw eagles in the sky. Let's read this sentence again. Maya was flying her kite when she saw eagles in the sky. Next. Rania was watching TV. She fell asleep. So, Rania was watching TV when she fell asleep. Read it again. Rania was watching TV when she fell asleep. Next. Dana was playing a game. Dana was playing a game. What suddenly happened? The power went off. The power went off. So use when. Dana was playing a game when the power went off. Read it again. Dana was playing a game when the power went off. They were having lunch. They were having lunch. Tarek took a photo for them. Tarek took a photo for them. Use when. Yes, excellent. They were having lunch when Tarek took a photo for them. The thief was hiding behind the door. The police arrived. Use when. Very good. The thief was hiding behind the door when the police arrived. Again, the thief was hiding behind the door when the police arrived. The last one, he was driving fast. He was driving fast. A boy ran into the road. A boy ran into the road. He was driving fast when a boy ran into the road. Let's move to another activity. Read and choose. Maher was walking to work when. The choices are: she cut her hand, he saw his friend, I found the ring. What is the suitable choice? Yes, very good. He saw his friend. Now read the whole sentence. Maher was walking to work when he saw his friend. Next. When I was looking for my glasses, the same choices. She cut her hand, he saw his friend, I found the ring. What's the suitable choice? Yes, perfect. I found the ring. Now read the whole sentence. When I was looking for my glasses, I found the ring. The last one. My mother was cooking when. She cut her hand, he saw his friend, I found the ring. Yes, perfect. She cut her hand. Now read the whole sentence. My mother was cooking when she cut her hand. Now let's move to the last activity. Do as shown between brackets. Do as shown between brackets. Last week, I buy a new car. Correct the mistake. Buy. Is it correct to say buy? Notice here, last week, it's a past tense. Yes, perfect. Last week, I bought a new car. The past tense of buy, bought. Last week, I bought a new car. Next, at 12 o'clock, the boys was learning English. Correct the mistake. Is it correct to say was? Boys, plural noun. Yes, very good. At 12 o'clock, the boys were learning English. Read it again. At 12 o'clock, the boys were learning English. The last one. Hussam was riding his bike. It started to rain. Join using when. Yes, perfect. Hussam was riding his bike when it started to rain. Read it again. Hussam was riding his bike when it started to rain. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Goodbye.